Hello, good afternoon, everyone. We are getting ready to present to you today on Microsoft Bookings. So, just a few little things here before we get started. This is the last of the quarter two series, which seems insane. But with that being said, the good news is in the next day or two, when you go to tomtechtoday.com/lunch365, you will see the events we have planned for quarter three. So we will share those on there ASAP. If you are not already part of our email campaign and not getting emails or reminders, you can sign up for those on that site as well. And I will share that with you here shortly. Please feel free to ask your questions today. So if you have any questions while we're going through this, feel free to throw those into the comments. I will watch the comments across the platforms. Right now we are live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So I will try to watch all of those and see that all coming in, and we will get those answered. If you are watching a replay and you have a question, feel free to send it our way. Send us a private message or email us. Or if you go to the tomtechtoday/lunch365, you will see a place on there where you can submit a question or submit a topic idea, suggestion, anything like that. So without further ado, I am going to introduce you today to Katie Kramer. Katie is our project and training specialist here at Tomorrow's Technology Today, and she has a strong focus on our Microsoft 365 products, hence why we focus on those here with our lunch and learn kind of program. We are here to try to help you best use your Microsoft 365 tools. We know that you might have these things available to you, but we want to make sure that you can use them and use them well. So without further ado, I'm going to remove myself here and turn it over to Katie.
Thank you so much, Amy, and thank you everybody for joining us. Hopefully everyone is staying cool. Hopefully you had a chance to grab your lunch. So we have something that's it's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple tool today. We're going to be talking about Microsoft Bookings. So Bookings is it's basically like an appointment book that you can post to, let's say, your website, or you can put a link to it in your email signature. But it's kind of just a way that your customers, or maybe any new customers that you have, are able to schedule time with you. So you go through, you put your staff in, you put your appointments in, you go through, you customize it to whatever services and staff that you have available. And you put it out there so that people like me that sit on the couch at night, and you're thinking of like, oh, I need, to get my hair done, or take my dog, to get to the vet or something like that. Whatever services that you have, this can apply to anybody. We have it at TTechT, and I will show you what our bookings calendar looks like, and we'll go through kind of how to edit it and how to get everything in there. So I do want to show you the clip real quick from Microsoft, just so you can get a nice little overview of what it looks like.
Just a heads up on that, Katie, the audio isn't playing on the video for us, but we do have your audio in there if there's anything we need to add to it.
What Bookings looks like, and that is what your customers are going to see. So they can just go out and they can select whatever services you have. Here I have up our Tomorrow's Technology bookings page that we have available, and you can get to it from any of our signatures. Right now we kind of just started with time. If you need just a few minutes with Lisa, or if you want to do a 30-minute appointment with Bonnie, myself, or Amy, or Lisa, you can just go out here and you can select whoever you want to schedule some time with. So if I do this 30-minute consult with Amy, I can go through and I can kind of just pick whatever times are available. And we are just kind of backing into this too. So I will show you what ours looks like, and then we'll talk about how we got it there. So I can go in and I can select whatever day works for me. So let's say that I want some time with Amy on Monday, and we're going to hit the week strong. And so we're going to do 8 o'clock on Monday. So, and this will send Amy a notification as well as sending it to your client so that on both sides, they have that appointment reminder available to them. So with this service, this is only with Amy. So I'm going to select Amy, and then down here, you just put in all your details. And if you want to put any notes, and we're just going to hit book. Oh, my preferred date is not in there. Let me refresh real quick.
I think you may have had to click the time. You had the date, but not the time selected, I believe. There you go.
There we go. And I'm going to put none in the notes. Does not like my phone number. And if I want to do text message notifications, just click the little box there and click book. There we go. Now I have all of my fields filled in.
And I know it takes a little extra long when we're doing this as a screen share. So this where it says working on it, it normally pops up even faster than that just did. So I can tell you here in just a moment that I will receive that notification. I'll let you know here as soon as I see that. And I'm guessing by the time I get to the top of my email, it'll be there. Yep, just popped in.
All right, perfect. So click OK. And then if you suddenly realize that you have something else going on, or you need to reschedule or cancel or do another booking, let's say that we need to schedule some time with Lisa, we can go back in here, just click on new booking, and that'll take us back to our bookings page. So the nice part too is you can see that we have like blue or white are pretty much our flagship colors. So you can go through and you can customize it that way. You can also put your logo in here, and you do not have to have the name of the person that you're scheduling time with. Like if you want to say training time or project management, and then just put that out there and just have me as the only person that you can schedule time with. Or let's say that you want to do some time with Amy to talk about marketing updates. You could do that as well. So rather than having Amy's name in here, we could just put marketing. And then they would be able to select Amy from those options of who you can select. All right, so if we take a look at the back end, so this is what it's going to look like if you go to your Office portal and then just go to your applications, that little waffle up at the top, that's the app launcher. And you can go in, you can select bookings. From there, you can go in, you can create a fresh bookings page. So I'm just going to go through and show you what ours looks like. So here you can see on the side. So like I said, these are all the different services that we have available. But if we'd prefer to do kind of make it a little more general so that they, you know, let's say that people don't know that Amy is the person that they need to talk to about their marketing updates. So we could do a 30-minute consult and let's just say marketing services. Or let's say that they don't know that I do training. So they could just do 30 minutes of training time, and then we make it so that I'm the only person that is available for that time slot. So, and then you can also see here that you go through, once you have all of your different services in, you go through and you can update the different staff that's available. So let's say that Amy also starts to do training, so we can add her in, and then they have their option if they want to select me or if they want to select time with Amy. So here you can see too that if you need to add time off, just click the little add time off button, you can go in. And this is also tied to your Outlook calendar. So anything that you see within Outlook, or if you look at Teams for your calendar, or you look at bookings, they're all going to be the same. They all sync up, which is super nice. So that way you don't have to worry about managing multiple calendars. So then if we do like this create time off button,
which that is probably the nicest part of it, is that it does sync with everything else. So you don't have to go in and put it into multiple different places in order for it to go in your calendar. Plus it's reading what you already have put in. Like, you know, when I go in through Outlook and add things to my calendar or block off time for different activities and events, then it's going to block that off in the bookings. It's not going to allow someone to book at that time.
So if we just go in, if we need to schedule time off, just click the little button and then that'll bring up this screen. Here you can put in whenever they're going to be out and make sure you select whichever staff and do a create time off. And it goes through and it creates it. Let's see. So also if you want to, let's say that you want to start the week and you want to have maybe print off this calendar, you can do that as well. Just use a little print button and that's going to give you the full week or the full day view, depending how you're looking at it. Let's see. So there's really not a whole lot to show in bookings. So Amy, are there any questions out there? You're muted.
See, this is what I get. I unmuted my video, but not my audio. But what I was going to say is that, for instance, like we talked about earlier, a salon, right? So I think about a salon. So in your salon, you may have 5 people doing the same things, but very different schedules, right? Like, so I think, you know, the girl who does my hair has a different schedule than the one who would do, you know, nails, things like that. But you could go through this and book services based on what's available in their calendars without ever having to call in and set that up. And I know a lot of, you know, I say salons just because I think there's a lot of salons out there yet that still do the, you have to call in, write it in the paper book, and move on. Where this, you could set up, you know, some services. They could set up a booking for, let's say you're getting a haircut and color, and it's X amount of time that you're going to book for that anyway. They could have that blocked off. So it's pretty easy to set it up for things like that. You can choose, like, you know, for ours, it's pretty simple. Like they're going to, you know, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, or whatever. That's what we're going to set up. And it just might be a consult or a meeting, but you could have it set up as the service name as well. So, you know, I think people don't understand how useful this tool could really be, especially for those places that might already have Microsoft 365 services. They're just not using it, you know, or just not using this part of it. And it's probably one of the simpler pieces to actually use, one of the easiest to set up.
Yep, absolutely. I agree. And I think too, I mean, just kind of speaking to the salon, that saves someone from, you know, if they have someone getting their hair washed at that time, you know, depending how many people are working, then they don't have to stop, you know, washing hair and grab the phone and, you know, get the appointment set up and, you know, figuring out whatever time works for everybody. So kind of
Yeah,
just a nice hands-off kind of tool that you know, and you can also go through and if you need to reschedule, it's easy enough to go through and just reschedule it.
Yeah, and you could easily too, you know, still have obviously the option for people to call in. Like not everyone's going to want to do an online booking, and that's fine. But if they don't, you can have someone who can easily look at that calendar or even pull it up on their phone, the bookings, and say, "Yep, that time and date is available. You can have it right here." Or, you know, it's a simple tool for everyone to kind of use and access once they have that link. Personally, I prefer to get everything scheduled online because it lets me look at my calendar really easily, see if it'll fit in my calendar and do that. And, you know, I'm not super, super young, but I would say the people who are younger than me, the majority of them are doing almost everything electronically. And so if you have that option, it's just a great tool and asset. And like you said, time savings and just a way to streamline things.
Absolutely. All right. Any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to drop them in there. Or if you want to talk to just about getting this set up for you, feel free to give us a call afterwards too. We're happy to talk through it.
And that's what I was going to say as well. You can give us a call anytime. Also, I know when we did the little booking video earlier, the audio didn't come through on the video, but that's okay. The actual video shared through, and it kind of shows you a little overview of what's going on. But in general, it's really, really simple. This is an easy one. This is a very easy tool to use. So I encourage you to, if you have the Microsoft 365 products, just try it out. Just do it for yourself for a little bit in-house and see where it goes for you. And you can see just how simple it is and how easy it is. All right, I think we are good. I don't think there's any questions in there right now. Again, if you're watching the replay, feel free to add those questions or send them to us, and we will get those answered. And look in the next day or so, and you will see the updates for next quarter. TomTechToday.com/lunch365. That will be updated with the Q3 events. And again, yes, we have those scheduled out the first and third Wednesday of every month. However, we are more than willing to add in an extra or a bonus. If there is a topic that you want covered that you're not sure about, please submit that at Lunch 365. There's a place there for you to submit topic ideas, and we will gladly do an extra. We'll throw it out there for you. So this is a free service we do to try to help people best use the tools they have. And as a Microsoft Gold partner, we want to make sure that we're doing the best we can to enhance those products for you. All right. Anything else, Katie?
I don't think so.
Okay, I think we are good to go. We appreciate you joining us. And again, we hope to see you next time. So the first and third Wednesday of every month. But again, for more details, go to TomTechToday.com/lunch365. Bye, everybody.